Tanner Cherney up here in Devil's Lake, North Dakota, just finishing up a morning walleye bite and wanted to check in with everyone, give everyone an updated fishing report, ice conditions for Devil's Lake. Let me slip my gloves back on here. With this wind you get, a little bit of wet hands. It doesn't take long for that sucker to freeze up. So I spent the last day and a half just kind of exploring the lake, checking conditions, checking how the ice is forming, and right now we're sitting with anywhere from 24 to 26 inches of ice on the lake. I got my K-drill out, and I have maybe 2 inches to go on my flighting before I'm going to need an extension out here. So word of the wise, if you're coming up to Devil's Lake in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, I would make sure I have an extension in my vehicle or my side-by-side, whatever you're taking the ice, just to have it in case. The last thing you want to have happen is get on the ice and realize you don't have enough flighting to get through and punch that hole and you can't get out fishing. So make sure you bring your extensions with. We do have some snow on the lake, but as you can tell, with this cold front that came through, it really hardened up that snow. So I've been around, jumped around with the Jeep the last day and a half with just tires, and pretty much any drifts that there are on the lake, I've been able to stay right on top of just for how hard the snow is. So if you're coming up, no need for tracks. We've got plenty of ice for hard houses. Things are looking great. The walleye bite the last day and a half has been wonderful. We're picking up 14 to 20 inch size walleyes, perfect eaters. And then I found a handful of small 8 to 10 inch walleyes last night that I ended up throwing back, which is great because it's just wonderful to see that the fishery is doing really well. And that's a good year class that's going to be here to sustain this fishery. But I've been in about 10 to 15 feet of water. It seems as we move into a little bit later into the season, these fish are a little bit shallower, whereas I've been telling you before, we're looking at that old lake shoreline. Still great opportunities to check that out, but I've just moved in and slid in probably 5 to 7 feet shallower from where I have been earlier in the season, and the bite has been, kind of up and down with this cold front. I was using a buckshot last night, had a few fish hit it, and then I ended up downsizing to the tungsten jig, and that picked up most of the fish. And then this morning I started with the tungsten jig and just didn't have much activity. Had fish look at it, and I ended up here, as we got a little bit later in the morning, switched back to a red buckshot, and boy, did they active and fire up. So the walleye bite was good. Like I said, buckshots, any kind of drattling spoon, red, gold, orange, purple was working last night. As far as the perch bite goes, same thing, small little buckshots, tungsten jigs. It seems like sunny days, which right now it's not sunny, but I'm wearing my sunglasses because just the reflection of the snow up there is pretty dang bright, and I'd be really squinting. Sunny days help the perch bite. Again, minnow heads, wax worms for those. Just, throw a different variety of things out there, see what works. The walleye bite, again, days like this where we've got a little bit of overcast, it seems like that bite lasts a little longer. Sunrise this morning, it was 7:30. I got here, drilled my first hole about 7, and I think the first fish came at about 7:20. So make sure you get out plenty early, and then make sure you're set up plenty early in the evening, because you get those windows for walleyes, and it can be either a 15-20 minute window or it can be an hour and a half, 2 hours, but you just want to make sure you're ready when that window hits. And you know what, we're excited. We've got Shiverfest coming up this week, and we got the kids fishing tournament out in front of Woodland Resort at Creel Bay. It's going to be a wonderful time. Weather looks like it's going to be warming up, and as we move into March here, I think the fishing's only going to be better. And you know what, we've got a good solid sheet of ice out here, so I think we'll be fishing for the next month and a half. So if you're coming up, use the hashtag Devil's Lake ND. We love seeing what you guys are doing out here. Stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated next week.